A fine Sunday afternoon for baseball at Petco Park. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the New York Mets and the San Diego Padres. It's time for Padres baseball. Next. Luis Perdomo, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch coming, here it is. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike 1. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax. Well, that's got to be frustrating right there. You execute a pitch, a nice, good pitch right there. Batter's able to get a little lucky, stayed through it, caught it off the end of the bat. Not his best swing, but he's able to find a hole in the outfield.
Here's Juan Lagares, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Heading out towards shallow right. Myers will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if La Potencia, Yoenis Cespedes, can keep it going. He's been a catalyst for this team in the last 10 games and in so many different ways. But looking at the one number I'm looking at, a .450 on-base percentage, when you have that and you have the type of abilities that he has, you're awfully dangerous.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Sure enough, there goes Reyes. In there, now the throw. And it's not in time, so Reyes has himself a stolen base. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
Behind 0-2 now. Reyes, a runner at second with 1 away. Cespedes behind, a ball and 2 strikes. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
And that's a fair ball. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Road. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Here's Jay Bruce now. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. The 0-1 on its way. Very weakly on the ground. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Another one sent foul.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
The 1-2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. In comes Margot. 2 gone.
Batting fifth, second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. His lifetime numbers with Luis Perdomo. He's 2 for 3. Here comes the first pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. 2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. A fastball that just misses inside.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
The 2-0. 3-0 now. Phillip Evans would be next if they can keep this inning alive. He's set. Here's the 3-0. 3-1 the count now. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Now at the plate, Phillip Evans. And the Mets with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. Here's the first pitch to him. And whoa, this is off the third base bag. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second. And both runners will score. It's now a 3-0 ball game.
You always want to spot your pitcher a run or two early on, so he has a little bit of wiggle room, but that double, they're up 3-0 and absolutely cruising. If this guy on the mound doesn't find a way to get some outs, he's going to be heading to the showers before some of the fans are even in their seats.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Three runs already home here. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Count still at 1-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Lifted into center field. Margot's under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Mets lead this one 3-0. Steven Matz, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Jose Pirela. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League. Here's the first pitch to him. into right field. That's a base hit. With that, the inning opens with the Padres getting their leadoff man on base.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
Has a look, now the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Matty, this team is oozing confidence right now. They were playing well coming into this game. And what do? Right out of the chute, top of the first, throw a 3 spot up on the board. They got the opposition on their heels.
And a heads-up play to get back to first as he wisely hadn't gotten too far from the bag. Working for the punch-out and the offering. And a possible double play ball here for Cabrera. Oh, and Cabrera bobbles it. And pretty fortunate here as they do wind up getting the out at first, although the runner will advance to second. Time now to check the hometown Padres lineup card in this one. Mark, how do they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep?
Well, Matt, I'm looking for someone to step up right now. Down 3 runs, someone's going to have to hit a gapper with runners in scoring position. It all starts with the leadoff guy. Find a way to execute and get himself on base. See if they can get a rally started and get back in this.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in, and perhaps not surprisingly, you can see he's a much better hitter away from Petco Park than here at home. First delivery to him on the way. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. One ball and 2 strikes to count. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Cespedes is there, and that's the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Batting fourth, right fielder, Will Myers.
And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres, Will Myers. And he's the right man for the job with runners in scoring position as he ranks 5th in the National League in RBIs entering play. He's set. Here it comes. A cold strike on the inside corner. Lifetime numbers against Steven Matz. He's 1 for 5. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
The 1-1 is in off the plate.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Into center field, line drive base hit. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 3-1 contest.
Dan, they didn't come out offensively like gangbusters yesterday. They had a few runs, but today they're able to push one across early.
Boy, and this is, you always want to try to strike first. I think if you look at the stats, teams that score first win a big majority of the time. So they're off to a flying start in this one.
Here's Chase Headley as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And that's off his leg on the mound. Safe at first. A good effort to recover there, and he almost made the play, but that's a base hit.
You know, D-Roll, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
But he'll flag this one down toward the alley. Nearly trouble, but instead the inning is over. Friars forced to settle for just the one. We'll move on to the second now at Petco Park. The Mets are out on top, 3-1. Next up for New York, Kevin Plawecki. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Here comes the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. Plawecki, a 27-year-old. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Nope. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carrying. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Popped him up. Spangenberg moving to his left makes the play, 1 away.
So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively. Guys, the person I want to focus on is Eric Hosmer. This guy is coming into his own from the offensive standpoint, but don't get it twisted. This is a Gold Glove first baseman that makes the game look easy on the defensive side.
So here now is the pitcher, Steven Matz. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. And the slider just stayed north of the strike zone that time. Here comes the 1-0. And he popped him up. And no one will get this one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit the other way out toward right field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
In now, Jose Reyes, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-2. Fouled away. The 1-2. Fly ball out toward right field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Runner takes the turn at second on his way to third. Tag from Headley, and they got him at third.
The center fielder, number 12.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Juan Lagares. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First pitch on its way. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Man, I really like the way this lineup is making this guy work today. You're going to see the bullpen getting going here soon.
The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Two mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball. 1-2.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
The 1-2 is a called third strike right on the inside corner. Mets strand one as the lead remains 3-1. Digging in, the switch hitter, Freddie Galvis. He was hitless in the shutout last night.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
A bouncer up the middle. And a dive by Reyes, but it's by him, a base hit.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
In now is A.J. Ellis, and he's been swinging the bat really well in April. He's got that average up over 350 to start the new season. Here's the first pitch to him. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. Galvis on at first, nobody out. Line toward the gap in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out, number 1.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And I want to shine the light on Yoenis Cespedes, outfielder right here. The ability to play multiple positions in the outfield, both corners, and can dabble in center field as well. And newsflash, people, do not run on this guy. He has one of the best arms in the business.
Digging in now for San Diego, Luis Perdomo. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. First delivery to him on the way. Grounded back up the middle. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Takes just 4 pitches to retire the Padres. They still trail it here 3-1. A good look there at the picturesque La Jolla Cove just north of San Diego. Welcome back to Petco Park, home of the Padres. Next for the Mets, Yoenis Cespedes, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
James Bruce.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Jay Bruce. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a slider.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Ball and a strike. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. And this one misses to Bruce as he moves out in front. It's 2-1. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Fielded by Galvis. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So with that, the top of the third inning will continue at least one more batter.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Into the box, Phillip Evans, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Perella is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Mets leave 1, and it's still 3-1. Digging in to try it again, Jose Perella. He'll lead it off against Steven Matz.
Jose Perella.
First delivery to him on the way. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. And he pulled the string a bit too sharply there on a curveball as it's down around the shoe tops. The 1-1. Hard hit ball to short. Right there is Reyes. And the throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps a foot on the bag to record the out. And with the first month of the season rapidly drawing to a close, here's a look at our upcoming schedule into the first week of May. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Corey Spangenberg. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. To short. Reyes right there on to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Up next for the Padres, first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Ready for another chance? Eric Hosmer, the American League's Silver Slugger Award winner at first base a season ago. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
I would say the pitcher would tell us up here that that wasn't great execution, but he definitely had him off balance. That is a pitch in his arsenal that he can go to.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Two out, nobody on. On the ground for the shortstop, Reyes. Reined in. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Score holds, it's 3-1. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. And he misses with it, 1-1. The 1-1. Taken, strike 2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Kevin.
So stepping in, Kevin Plawecki. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch on its way. Here's a strike.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And the pitch. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here. 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. This is flared out towards second. And that's the second out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Stephen Matz.
So here's the Mets pitcher, Stephen Matz, a base hit in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. And that's in there for his strike. 1-1. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Cue shot here out towards short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Will Myers is set to lead things off.
Myers.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Two-0 count. The pitch outside. 3-0 now.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
And it's fouled away. The 3-1 pitch. Hit high and deep to right center. On the move is Bruce. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Padres, third baseman, Chase Headley.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring in the dangerous switch hitter Chase Headley. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball one. The 1-0 is laid off for ball two. Headley digs in at 6-2 and swings the bat from both sides of the batter's box. He was taken in the second round back in 2005.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Manuel Margot waits on deck. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
The 3-1 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bruce giving chase. And that's the second out of the inning.
Center fielder number 7, Manuel Margot.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right on, but this is foul down toward the box at third. The windup and the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Cabrera has a play, and that's the third out. Padres down in order, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Jose Reyes.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. It'll be a leadoff single. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the 5th.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. No hits to this point. Popped him up. There to pull it in is Hosmer, and there's your first out.
The left fielder number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
Digging in once again, Yoenis Cespedes. He was a ground out victim last time up.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
In there, a base hit. Long throw to third. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Here's Jay Bruce now. 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. So the bases are loaded here with one man gone, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just a bit high.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
2-0 now. Two and one now.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
Well, this is speared by the first baseman.
Now batting, the first baseman, Philip Evans.
Ready once again, Philip Evans. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Reyes at third. Cespedes over at second. Bruce on at first with 2 down. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. A bouncer up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. Mets leave them loaded as the lead remains 3-1. Coming to the plate now, Freddie Galvis. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit on the ground out to short. Right there is Reyes. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Catcher number 8, A.J. Ellis.
Striding in once again, A.J. Ellis. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bruce has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The pitcher number 61, Luis Perdomo.
Now at the plate, Luis Perdomo. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a flare out toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, D, were you talking about frustrating as a pitcher? You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
First pitch on its way. A little bouncer. Three to 1 our score as we play inning number 5. Now a swing and a bouncing ball for the shortstop Reyes. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Padres leave one. They still trail it here 3-1. Digging in once again, Ahmed Rosario. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Hit high in the air down the right field line. After it is Myers, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, pitcher, Stephen Matz.
Striding in once again, Stephen Matz, hitting in his own turn with his guys up by 2 in inning number 6. First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. 3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. 1-1. The 1-1 home. Is strike 2 swinging. The 1-2. Now that's popped up. Hosmer shading to his right, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3, and it's still 3-1. Ready for another shot now, Corey Spangenberg. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1-2-3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. And they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
I mean, that's just an awesome curveball right there. A 12-6 breaker with nasty downward tilt. You know, the game's getting back to that good four-seam fastball breaking ball instead of the sinker slider guy.
Now a foul tip right into the catcher's glove as he's able to hang on for the first out.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at-bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
The windup and the 0-1. Line towards center field. And that's going to be a base hit here for Hosmer.
Dan, how frustrating is that right there? You execute your spot, keep the ball down below the zone, and the hitter's still able to execute and drive it up the middle.
You know, that's one of the things, Mark, as a pitcher, you're taught to work down in the zone. You're not always going to have the ball hit to one of your fielders, but if you consistently keep the ball down in the zone, good things will happen.
Here's Will Myers, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Here's Chase Headley, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Swinging a soft liner, but there to take it is Cabrera, and with that the side is retired. 1 left for San Diego. Score holds, it's 3-1. Back here at Petco Park, getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Colin Ray is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 29, Colin Ray.
Digging in and looking for more, Jose Reyes. He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. The 0-1 pulled toward right center field. Margot is there, and he has it for the first out.
The center fielder, number 12, Juan Lagares.
Ready once again, Juan Lagares. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here comes the first pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch, but doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knock.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Comes set with the 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball.
Well, late in a game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Curveball stays a little high that time.
Well, that curveball just doesn't look to have the same snap on it that it normally does. Both of those last two have been pretty flat, and that's a pitch he relies on coming in out of the bullpen.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Lagares stands at first with 1 out. Popped him up. Catch made there by Hosmer, and there are 2 gone now.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged a bullet.
Here's Jay Bruce now.
He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Set to deliver the 0-1.
Line drive, fair ball down the line.
Lagares rounds the corner and is headed home. The tag from Ellis, and he is out at the plate. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. It is stretch time here at Petco Park. It's the Mets 3 and the Padres 1. Digging in to try it again, Manuel Margot. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal, hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
Standing in now, Freddie Galvis. As he grounds one briskly to short. On to first, and there were 2 down. Just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And we find that these guys currently sit in the number 3 position in the circuit in that category. Stepping in and ready for another shot, A.J. Ellis. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes ball 1. The 1-0. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Ready on 1 and 2. And he just misses with a curveball. The 2-2. Still even at 2 and 2. The 2-2 one more time. Sent out to straightaway center field. Margot patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Philip Evans.
Next up for New York, Philip Evans. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Coming in is Myers, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field.
But it bends just foul into the second deck.
Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Perella is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, catcher, Kevin Plawecki.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A breaking ball taken on the inner corner.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
Here it comes on 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Two and 2 to the Mets catcher.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Mets strand 1, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Matt Caesar will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th.
Matt Caesar.
On the ground for the shortstop, Reyes. He's got it. Throw by Reyes is right there for the first down.
The left fielder, number 2, Jose Perella.
The San Diego batting order turns over and set to go Jose Perella. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball hit on the first pitch out to the shortstop, Reyes. And boy, an error saver there at first if he kept his foot on the bag. He did. Oh, what a play for the second out.
Second baseman, Corey Spangenberg.
Digging in now for San Diego, Corey Spangenberg. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope.
And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one on base next inning.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Ground ball left side. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Popped up. Rosario over to his left, and that retires the side. Padres leave one. They still trail it here 3-1. Adrian Gonzalez will try to get his club a little ninth inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Kirby Yates enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 1 home run and 11 RBIs. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
From the stretch. Fouled off. And that's cut on and missed as Reyes falls behind here, 0-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Fouled away.
Oh, the old classic 2-strike. Let's throw the fastball right down the middle. Not in this game. Got to believe you got to work the corners a little bit more. Fastball command is paramount at this level.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The 0-2 once more. Line to the right side. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
Well, that's just the case, D-Roll. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of hit.
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 0-1. And there goes Reyes. Strike called. Now the throw down. And it's not in time. Second steal of the game now for Reyes.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big. And plus, this catcher's not known for having a cannon of an arm.
Reyes leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2. Fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. Here's another 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Ready with another 2-2. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is, the pitch. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Mets leave one as the lead remains 3-1. Jerry Blevins comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 39, Jerry Blevins.
Here's Will Myers, due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, that grounder got him. He's safe. A great recovery, but he couldn't get it there in time.
I know it wasn't pretty right there, Dan, but that has to frustrate the pitcher. Leadoff guy, anytime he gets on, usually creates a problem.
Hey, you know what, Dero, it's especially tough when you get as late in the game as we are right now. Anytime you get that leadoff guy on and have that pitcher start pitching out of the stretch, it always puts more stress on that pitcher pitching out of the stretch.
Here's Chase Headley. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. The head-to-head numbers against Jerry Blevins. He's 1 for 3. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Here's the 0-2. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the
Well, you come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Alan Cordova will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 17, Alan Cordova.
Ready for another chance? Manuel Margot, and their runners at the corners now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he sends it the other way toward right center. On the move is Bruce. But he can't get there, and this might tie up the game. Throw to third, but he's in there. As we're now tied after a pair of runs score on the play.
boy, Hero, talk about definition of clutch coming up in the ninth and delivering a game-tying RBI base hit.
Yeah, what a huge at-bat right there. As a former offensive player, these are the moments you live for. Runners in scoring position, bottom of the ninth inning, and you're able to come through for the team. Let's see if they can continue on.
Stepping in now, Freddie Galvis, as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the Padres are going to walk off as winners.
That's what you call doing your job, folks. He knew he just needed to lift one to the outfield, and that's just what he did. Hey, a walk-off sac fly isn't as dramatic as a game-winning hit, but it's just as effective. Great team win right there.
We witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
Well, the numbers don't just jump out at you, but his lone hit was a really important one. And sometimes you just need to come through when it matters most to be the hero, and he did just that.
A one-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The San Diego Padres used a three-run ninth to help propel them to the win. Kirby Yates gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.